Honourable members, the Speaker.
I want to warmly welcome you all to this special sitting of Legislative Assembly, along with members of the Council.
Our inquiry focused very deliberately on the impact of a broken system on people, as well as the great opportunities that come with a chance to reform. The contributions we received left us in no doubt that the system had indeed failed and had been failing for decades. The mental health system has catastrophically failed to live up to expectations and is woefully unprepared for current and future challenges. The system wasn't compromised in part, its foundations were broken.
The Commission has produced a report of unique and unprecedented value. I've seen 50 of these reports surface and gather dust. Not this time. So I'd like to pay tribute to the wave of personal testimonies that have been a North Star for our Commission's work. And these stories bring to life the damning statistics which show the system has failed to provide compassionate and expert care to 2 out of 3 people who needed it, and locked out nearly 100,000 Victorians every year. This is in large part responsible for the deaths of the 718 people who died from suicide in 2019. Many of them were reaching out for care.
I am 22 years old and I have a lived experience of mental health issues. For around 6 years now, I have been navigating Victoria's mental health system. I hope for a system that provides follow-up care and support and does not leave people to navigate the confusing process of recovery alone. I hope for a system where we no longer have to fight to get the help we need. This system has harmed and failed so many people, and there needs to be fundamental change to help mend the hurt that these failures have caused. I hope that we can start to build a system that helps people thrive, not just survive.
My name is GABB. I'm a 5th-generation farmer based in Western Victoria. It could have been a cold winter's night or a warm summer's evening in Western Victoria. To be honest, I am not really sure, as my recollections of this time are quite blurry. I had checked myself into the emergency department at the Ballarat Base Hospital. The man whose name I do not remember came in and talked to me for a while. The usual, how are you, what's going on, why are you feeling like this? He was caring, compassionate and took his job seriously. After talking to him for a while, it was decided it was time for me to leave, or something along those lines. Off I was, out into the dark in the early hours of the morning, walked back to my car and drove myself home. I didn't realise at the time what had just happened. I had been discharged, alone, back onto the street, in the dark early hours of the morning as a potentially suicidal person. This never really dawned on me until some times later, how the system, in actual fact, had let me down.
We established this Royal Commission because we knew of the cracks in our system, and we knew too many people were falling through them. Just over 2 years on, and as we table the Commission's final report, it's clearer than ever that our system is more than just cracked. It is completely broken. Instead, we need to build a new mental health system from the ground up, ensuring care for those who need it, where they need it, and whenever they need it. Speaker, there are some issues that take a long time to build, and some reforms that develop an undeniable momentum. When it's clear that the time to act has come. That's what saw us establish this Royal Commission, and that's what will see us implement every single one of its recommendations.
The work of this Royal Commission cannot undo the mistakes of the past. It cannot undo the pain caused to vulnerable people at their lowest ebb by a mental health system that was simply not up to the task. It cannot bring back the lives of those we've lost because the system let them down. But this final report must mark a fundamental change in direction, and there can be no turning back.
Survivors, families, workers, experts, advocates, Victorians who demanded better. This Royal Commission happened because of you. We're rebuilding our mental health system because you believed we could do better and demanded that we did.
The true measure of success or failure will be when your experience in Victoria's mental health system meets your needs and expectations, that you feel safe and worthy of care, that you receive care when you need it and where you need it, and that you are empowered to manage your own mental health. Finally, your voice has been heard. We are listening. It is now time for government to act.